Alright, we're back, and we're gonna run the Warlock through here. I'm gonna start off here with the Stormcaller. Again, probably the easiest class for the Warlock, very powerful on the strike. I like this top tree mostly because of Transcendence on here, the longer lasting. Just super helpful on the boss and the healing. Helps with the last sequence to get the boss down. It also helps dealing with the adds in the middle, the two captains in the bunkers. Don't need to run the Crown of Tempest here. Doesn't really have that much use, to be honest. I mean, you can still run it and get an extra grenade or two there. I'm going to use a speed build to try and help myself get through a little faster and get all the rings.
Even their scientists are bullies.
So I'm running the Mida along with the Transversives for a little bit of help. Since this is normal, I can switch things up, so I may switch to the maybe the Risk Runner or a different weapon setup toward the end. I'll definitely probably switch to Ophidian Aspect toward the end, just because I like that fast weapon ready. Again, we can just clear these guys out quickly. Make sure we're reloaded. And he dropped my heavy off the map. Well, that sucks. So I'm down one heavy, but there's plenty in the second section, so not too worried. Definitely always want to try to start by rallying a flag for heroes you don't know. Run down to a planet and get it. This strike on normal, there's plenty of time. And if you can master some of these tricks like these sparrows, you can always get yourself a little extra time here and there. Oops, I screwed up my jump, and I can't get off the sparrow. Okay, that's a bit ridiculous. He's going to stomp me, but normally you can live through that on normal. You get more time to pull the sparrow out the second one. You can do it even if you don't have an instant summon again, and it saves you a decent amount of time here. Left dodge there if you can. Help you around the corner. Abandon that sucker. And we're going to take out the snipers first again. Again, sequence doesn't change too much. Don't need to heal up yet because I'll get all my health on the fall from momentum. Float down here. We're going to jump over here. Wow, I almost just screwed up my float. Again, I like to cancel his shield, so he'll take a lot of damage from
Zavala,
the
I think they're
Vex.
trying to contain the Red Legion.
And I'll take his shield off. Alright, and then I'll focus on the snipers here. They're going to turtle. Take them out. Try to get this next set of spawns up. Get rid of his shield again so it doesn't take more damage. Healing Rift. They're all bunched up. Throw a grenade on them. Get them all down while I can. I also know there's a bunch of rockets down there, so I can use them on these guys if I want to. Each one of them is going to drop me one, and there should be two right there where I kill both of those guys. So I know there's plenty heavy for me to use in this section. There's also a box I can blow up there. Anyway, just get all these guys down. Plenty of heavy down there for me to pick up. And we're gonna roll back up this way. Here's where having the Mida is really helpful, and Transversive. This is hard to get all of them with a Warlock without these, because you're a little bit slower. Jump through this first one, jump down here, land on that edge, and then jump back up. Again, single jump here, and then back off. Whoops. you have to glide cancel a little bit here. Jump down. Going to jump across here. Do this one. This one can be a little bit hard with the Warlock. Just enough to hit it. Slide back like this. And we get through all of them. Again, it's a little easier with the Mida and the transversive. So I figured, you know, that gives me 30 seconds extra there. So I think it's kind of worth it. You can always switch after this or switch right before you start them if you have them. A little hard to get all of them. That's a good pattern I found though. There's a couple other patterns I think where you can get them all, or you can get all but one and be fairly safe. I don't know, that one works for me. I like it, so sticking with that. Most of this stuff we can just skip. I don't even need to fight these guys. Take a leap off here. And go down. My ammo looks good. I don't have an arc weapon right now, so I have a little extra to get these shields down, but overall I'm not too worried. Plenty of time, I have plenty of ammo. Stay on this left side. I didn't realize I skipped the second set of rings on my hunter and still completed it, so there definitely is some time to play with on this. In fact, I believe there's a guy that's done this without getting any of the rings. You can do it with a Titan, so. Again, come over to this plate and get a good head glitch on this guy, and you're just out of his range, so he won't bother you too much. Some of the soldiers will toss a grenade up if he's on you. You can just pop a rift or move out of the way. This guy down. Alright. Now I want to keep my grenade up here and my melee so the super lasts longer, so I'm going to start a rock here. Get these guys a little bit whittled down here. Maybe take a little more of this health off. And then super here. And then get out of there. Get Sparrow up here. Come over here to the second entrance. I still got my nade up for this guy, so I'm gonna come over here and get a nade on him. I can burn rockets on him if I want to. Be careful with, you know, his gun will really wreck you in a hurry. Don't stand straight above him, he'll insta knock you down. There's plenty of heavy on the ground, so you can use one or two on him. I know that there's going to be one up here and one on the other one. Alright, so this is the part I skipped last time, so if you're looking for that pattern through these rings, once you get those two guys down, come back here, start on this one.
You are both depressing and unhelpful.
And then we're going to turn immediate left here. Come up on this. Kind of float down through that one. If you can land on that edge, makes this jump a little bit easier. This one, you don't even have to get in it, you just touch it with your shoulder. Same thing with this one, climb up on here, just jump straight up and veer to the left a little bit and touch it with your shoulder. That one.
I suppose we'll never get to that.
And we got them all. I need to just pop on your barrel, but I'm a little low and heavy. I know there's a couple here. This guy should have dropped one somewhere. And, well, I don't know where his... Oh, there it went. Off the side. Alright, got full heavy. Sparrow down here. Easy peasy. I actually like the other one better, but we're gonna go with this one. There is a... Well, let me use my grenade. There's a barrel on the right side that you can blow up. Blow up all those guys. So you can do that. Away here just a little bit. So activate this. Come on. Alright.
I think they want their drill back.
And then from here on, we can just pretty much play Ring Around the Rosie and run away from these guys. You don't have to do anything with them. Sometimes I like to mess with them, blow up the barrels on them. You can fight them. You know, I like to get them to chase me and barrel. I like screwing with them. Although if you screw with them too much, sometimes they can get out of pattern, so maybe better not to. I got the Midas and my Transversive, so I'm pretty confident with my speed here. This is normal. So. One more barrel. Anyway, screwing with them a little bit.
Ball don't need to stick the landing. We do.
Oh, I got one that joined. Oh, no, he's over here. But you can skip these guys. Pull out your thing. And make sure you dodge just before the bottom. Whoa! Over here to the left side. Get off of it. And then we want to come up here, get a grenade down there where the spawn is if you can. And then we're just going to clear this out real quick here. There's a couple heavy down there, so I can launch a heavy. I know there's a couple on this part, so I'm going to use a couple here. And then don't forget to... Oh, that guy just really turtled up in there. Yeah, sometimes these guys can be really, really annoying. And make sure you get this other group. There's an exploding block right behind them if you can get to it. I think I did blow it up because he's got pretty low health. But I think there's a couple over there actually. There we go. There, got it. Alright. And then how I do it is I wait for this arm to come, and then I jump down this. I forgot to pick up the heavy, but there's another one coming up, so that one. Actually, I used two, so man, I might miss a ring here, but I actually think the heavy might be more important. So I might screw up my pattern here, but we'll see. Yeah, if you want the real pattern, just walk over Hunter. I normally have to wait a slight bit for this guy to come anyway, so maybe I can still get it. Let's see. Nope. I missed two, but you know what? I've got 10.5 minutes. I'm really not concerned. Like I said, I think the heavy is actually more important for the sequence on this boss than a couple rings, at least there for me. Although, that was a whole minute trade-off for that heavy, so maybe not worth it in that case. But anyway, on these guys, actually, at this point, I can probably switch to some more DPS. I'm going to show you the Risk Runner build here. Always good to cascade their shields like that. Don't just focus on one. You can push that back over. Alright. We want to get 2 rockets in our here for sure. Wait till he moves. Alright, go pick up your heavy. He's going to teleport again. Now what I can do here is I can waste a little bit of time. This is super strong enough that, you know, I could probably go right away, but I like to let them gather up around him. And then I'm going to cascade some shields here. Whoa! Whoa! I guess I was outside of my healing rift? I thought I had it, and for some reason it wasn't healing me. I guess I must have been just slightly below on that little ledge there. And good old momentum screwed me. Yeah, I like to let them... like I said, I could have gone straight away there with the super, but sometimes I like to let all the harpies gather underneath him, and then you can chain a bunch of shield explosions on him. Like so. Man, this Risk Runner has no range. Alright. And you can also allow my grenade to pop back up so my super lasts a little longer, but... Anyway, kind of screwing around at this part. Alright. I'm just going to use it now. Whoa! That was actually pretty dangerous. I almost had no health and didn't have the nade up to get the thing back. But again, with all those cascades, it's enough to get him to teleport to the next section. That's what we want. Probably, like I said, could have done that really early. It's just kind of showing another technique there. So the reason why we want to have save our rockets for this part is we can get to this section a lot quicker. We save a lot of time here. So. Grenade on him, and you basically want to get 4. Make sure he's not moving. Want to get 4 rockets on him here. Be careful when he slams. He's going to move, and his hitbox becomes really, really weird for a second when he's bent over. Like, don't fire right there. Wait till he's up. Oh, he's already moved. So that's why we want the rockets for the second stage. We can basically skip this whole stage. Ads didn't even spawn. In fact, with my grenade, I actually only needed 3 rockets. I still have 1 more rocket left, so that's good. And we're going to want to find a good head glitch here. Start working on him. Use these little blocks, you can get a pretty good head glitch here. You can also use the towers by positioning his gun. Position the towers on your left side and his gun. A good time to throw a grenade on him is wait until he does his animation to throw his little bomb on you. Show that here in just a second here. Nope, and I missed. Went right through his leg, I guess. So, nope, missed a grenade. But yeah, you can listen. There's a good audio cue for when he's shooting that. If you're way back here, like behind a pillar, and you hear it, you can pretty much jump straight up. And I'll show you how this this works with the Arc Runner. You can dip air in the pool, and you get the instant refill on your. You get the instant conductor thing for it. Makes the Risk Runner stronger. Gives you some ammo, so you can run around, get your momentum, take a dip in the water, and then it also gives you a little bit of arc resistance, which he fires arc at you, and so you kind of just attack him. Again, though, don't be complacent and just standing one spot with momentum. Makes dealing with the ads really easy. This is a pretty powerful build for this strike. Get grouped up here, really get a lot of DPS, but make sure you're getting your momentum activated properly. You can take a couple hits from the boss. Will activate it as well. Whoa, try not to run in straight lines away from anything that's firing at you. Try to be aware of where the boss is firing at you from and other enemies. Heavy here. Alright, we're out of ammo. He's pretty close to down. I got my super up. I'm gonna save my grenade. I've got 2 rockets. Because I want to get that full transcendence, so... Alright, got a couple rockets on him. He should be pretty low. He should be just about ready to break, so... I don't have my healing rift up yet. I got plenty of time. So I'm actually going to save a little time and be a little patient here. Don't want to rush things if you've got this much time. I'm just going to wait to make sure my healing rift is up so I can have it when I crush him. So I know he's out there. He's going to come through this ramp when I break him. So that's where I want to meet him with my super and where I want to get my healing rift up. And alright, it's just about up so I can finish DPSing him here. Alright, so I know he's going to come to me. I'm going to get my healing rift down here. I know I got my transcendence up. Get a grenade on the ground below him. I'll make him stand in it while he's trying to stomp me. Get the transcendence. Got my healing rift. Alright. Alright, didn't quite finish him off. I probably could have shot him a little bit before I went and you know, there's a couple ways to do that. I probably could have shot him for a little bit and then used the transcendence to heal me and then popped my healing rift and then the grenade. Would have lost a tiny bit of super, but that would have worked as well. I thought I could probably get him down, but, you know, I actually probably could have ran, if I would have ran the right direction there, I probably would have gotten my momentum back. I probably could have finished him off. But I should be able to finish him here, and there we go.
Well done. Failsafe, what's your assessment of this incident?
Still got a minute 40, wasn't even the smoothest run, so yeah, not too bad. Again, Risk Runner, pretty useful for clearing out this part. You can get a lot of damage on him, especially if you're careful when you're shooting it to always be in the when the perk is active. So again, there you have it. All right, I guess we'll move on to the tech next. Oh, I still had a rocket too. I didn't even realize. Forgot I picked up an extra one. Definitely could have had that ready and fired that and finished him without dying as well. But there we go.